right circular cylinder, right circular cones, and sphere. Okay, which includes hemisphere also. Sphere and hemisphere. Hemisphere is just the half of your sphere. If you cut the sphere into half, so it will be hemisphere. Like you have circle and semicircle. Okay, similarly sphere and hemisphere. Okay, so today we'll be covering with cuboid and cube, and after that we'll be.
Ma'am, in our exam, ma'am, only till right circular cones it's coming.
Hemisphere is not there, sphere and hemisphere?
No ma'am, it's not there.
Okay, so it has been deducted?
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know about Advika because deduction.
Ma'am, it's mandatory to teach it because in final time it's going to come anyway.
It will be coming now.
Camera off. I have been noticing it from the MIT class. Don't make it a habit. Don't think that I'm not observing.
Okay, so actually this will be the means complete your chapter. Okay, this is the last chapter of your complete syllabus. Okay, so we need to cover all the topics in our. Okay, so let's start surface area and volume. So first of all, solid figures. Okay, so what are the solid figures? That object which have definite shape and size. Okay, and which occupy some definite amount of space also. So they are three-dimensional objects, but all the objects that I have told you, we will be studying these shapes. These objects are all three-dimensional: cube, cuboid, cylinder, cone, sphere, hemisphere. Okay, so if you see here the figure, okay, so in the figure 1, it is a two-dimensional figure. Okay, it is just a plain figure, and if you are going to fold it at the joints, then you are making a cube. Okay, and this is a three-dimensional figure which has length, breadth, and height. Okay, this is, see, when you make a square, it is just simply four-sided figure on a plane. Okay, and which has length and breadth. That's it. It has length and breadth. That's it. But when you're making a cuboid, so it is actually having, okay, so in cuboid we are having the height also. Okay, so in the three-dimensional figure, it is the three-dimensional, all the three, it is in the space. Okay, three-dimensional are being used. Okay, so now hello Advika. Okay, so have you gone through the your probability video?
Yes, ma'am, I went through.
Do you have any doubt in there?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll start in the last chapter of our syllabus, that is mensuration. Okay, surface area and volume of different shapes. Okay.
Okay.
Cuboid. So what is a cuboid? Okay, cuboid, you can say it is a three-dimensional form of a rectangle. In rectangle, your length and breadth are of different sizes. Okay, length and breadth are there. They are not equal. Okay, opposite sides are equal. And if you are making a cuboid, so all the faces of this cuboid are going to be a rectangle. Okay, now how many faces are there? You must be sitting in a room right now. Yes. Imagine if it is a cube, maybe that room is a cube or a cuboid. Okay, but right now you just assume that that is a cuboid. So how many faces that you see? How many rectangular faces you see around yourself? There will be 4 walls. Yes, surrounding you. 4 walls will be there. All 4 rectangular walls, and 1 floor will be there, and 1 ceiling will be there. So total of 6 faces are there in a cuboid. Okay, how many faces are there? 6 faces. Now you see the corners where all the faces are joining. If you look around your room, then you'll see at the top you are having 4 corners. Okay, and at the bottom also you are having 4 corners. 4. Okay, so how many corners are there? There are 8 corners. How many corners? There are 8 corners and 12 edges. Okay, the line, the joining point. Okay, so these are the corners. Okay, these are the corners. I am highlighting corners with green. Okay, 8 corners. Okay, these are the faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually. 6 faces. And then edges. Your edges can be marked with this. These are your edges. These are your edges. Okay, 12 edges. Okay, these are your. Okay, so a cube is a solid bounded by 6 rectangular plane surface. Okay, some of the examples you can obviously see your box. Maybe you will be having a box, brick, and their room. Okay, many different shapes you'll be many different examples you'll see around of a cuboid. Okay, now the properties of a cuboid, the first properties I've already mentioned you, that it has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 corners. Okay, 4 at bottom and 4 at top. Okay, and these corners only you call vertices also. Okay, now opposite faces of cuboid are equal and parallel. Okay, otherwise that will be not a, it will be, what you can say, all the faces opposite faces of the cuboid are what, are equal and parallel. Okay, the line segment joining the opposite vertices is called the diagonal. Which one is the diagonal? This, from this point to this point. Okay, so you will be having 4 corners at the top and 4 corners at the bottom. So all the 4 corners you can join from one another. Okay, so there are how many diagonals? There are 4 diagonals. Okay, there are 4 diagonals in a cuboid which are equal in length. Okay, if you look at your ceiling, you will be having 4 corners, and from those 4 corners you can join the below 4 corners. Okay, so that is your diagonal. Okay, now what about cube? Let's see the properties of a cube. Cube is same like cuboid. Okay, only difference is that in a cube, all the faces they have all equal edges. Okay, सबके edges जो होंगे वो equal होंगे. In cuboid you have length, breadth and height. Okay, but here all the faces are equal. Okay, not faces, all the measure values are equal. Here length and breadth and height is not there. Length, breadth and height are there, but all is equal to L. Okay, in this L is equal to B is equal to H is equal to A. Okay, now in a cuboid, again, since it is similar to cube, only difference is that length, breadth and height are all equal to same thing. So it also has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 corners. All the 6 faces of a cube are congruent square faces, and again you have 4 diagonals here also, and each edge of a cube has same length. Okay, now we'll be studying about the surface area. So any doubt in what a cube look like or a cuboid look like? Okay, no doubts. Now surface area. Okay, what is the surface area? मतलब बाहर जो वो surface है उसकी वो कितनी area occupy कर रही है. Okay, when we are discussing about how much quantity that cube can hold, okay, or how much quantity that cuboid can hold, okay, or how much air is there in the cube, okay, or cuboid, then we are talking about the volume. Okay, but if we are talking about how much paint will be required to paint the room, okay, so we are actually talking about the surface area. Okay, we are talking about surface area. So now when we're talking about surface area, there will be 2 types of surface areas you will be seeing. One is the TSA, total surface area, and one is the LSA, lateral surface area. Okay, now what is TSA and what is LSA? Okay, what is difference in total surface area and lateral surface area? Then total surface area means all the faces surface area you are going to find out. Okay, in cuboid both you have 6 faces, so all the 6 faces surface area, all the 6 faces area you are going to find out. Okay, that is total, the pure ka surface area. Okay, complete surface area, that is called total surface area. But when we are talking lateral surface area, then you are going to find out only the 4 walls, only the 4 walls that you see around yourself. Okay, only that much area you are going to find out, where you are going to exclude the floor and the ceiling. The top and the bottom is excluded when we are finding out lateral surface area. Okay, understood this point? Now, what is the formula of surface area of a cuboid? Okay, now if you see how many faces are there, 6 faces are there. Okay, 6 faces are there. Okay, every face, this is length, this is breadth, this is height. Okay, so the bottom, अगर आप bottom लो, ठीक है, so bottom, what will be the bottom area? Length into breadth, yes, and the top, the ceiling will also be length into breadth. This will be top, this will be ceiling or floor or bottom, you can say. Okay, sorry, top and ceiling both are the same things. Top, bottom. Okay, now 4 walls. Okay, so if you take the 4 walls, so what will be the 2 walls, the 2 opposite walls? One will be breadth into height, and It will be length into height and length into height. So these are the walls. So what will be the total surface area? TSA. For TSA, you are going to add up all this. So what it will be? LB, LB, BH, BH, LH, LH. Okay. Yes or no? Okay. So you can add. It will be 2. Okay. LB plus B.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I got a question.
Okay. Come fast, Shazan. Okay. So this is your TSA. Okay, this is your total surface area. Now, if we are going to find out only the 4 faces, okay, only the 4 faces, that is LSA. So what it will be? 4 walls. The 4 walls means this much. Okay, okay. This is your complete. Wait, I will write. This is for your LSA, and this is for your TSA. Okay. So for LSA, if you are going to find out for LSA, lateral surface area, so you are going to just add this. So if you see, H is common in all. Okay. So you can write B, 2B plus 2L and H. And again, 2 will be common, B plus L, H. So this is the perimeter. Yes or no? This is the perimeter of a rectangle. So perimeter of a rectangle multiplied by the height. That is your LSA. Okay, of a cuboid. These all things are of cuboid. I'm not discussing right now of cube. Okay, so understood this. What is the total TSA and what is LSA of a cube? Any doubt? And your diagonal also. I'm missing the diagonal. Diagonal. Yeah. So diagonal will be L square plus B square plus H square. Okay. If you are going to join a point from here to here, okay, if you're joining the point from here to here, then what it will be? The diagonal. Okay. So this hole will be there and this too. Okay. So it will be, your diagonal will be L square plus B square plus H square in root. Okay. Pythagoras theorem, if you are going to apply, this result you are going to get. Okay. This point. Okay. Total length of cuboid is equal to length of all 12 edges of the cuboid. Okay. Sum of semi-perimeter of all the faces of cuboid is equal to this. Okay. Semi-perimeter. Now, let's see some of the questions. Okay. Have you understood the formula? Nobody has any doubt now?
No, ma'am. I understood.
Okay. Good. You have to remember all the formulas and keep practicing your worksheet. If you have practiced that much is enough for your to score a good marks. Okay, those many questions are enough for it. Now, the question is the length, breadth, and height of a cuboid are 8, 6, and 4 respectively. Find its total surface area, diagonal, and area of 4 walls. Can you calculate, everybody? You just have to put the formula. So here I'm just mentioning what are the things and you are going to calculate. So length is equal to 8 meter, breadth is equal to 6 meter, and height is equal to 4 meter. Okay. Now TSA, what is the formula of TSA? 2 LB plus BH plus HL. Yes. So you have to put the value in this. Okay. And then diagonal. What is the value of diagonal? Root L square plus B square plus H square. Shazan, calculate and tell me the answer. And area of 4 wall. Area of 4 wall means LSA. LSA will be, okay. You just have to put the values in this. Okay. In your mensuration chapter, it is not at all tough. You just need to practice on your calculation.
I'm getting root 116.
TSA you are telling.
Yes, ma'am.
Root will be in diagonal ना, diagonal की value है ना, root L square plus B square plus H square. TSA क्यों आपका आएगा? This is 116, that is correct. And this TSA is what? 208 meter square and LSA is 112 meter square. Okay. I have written the formula, the main thing. Yeah, I was telling you that in your mensuration, you should be well in your calculation. Okay, अगर आपकी calculation correct जाती है and you remember the formula, then there is 90% chance that you're going to do the question correct only. Okay, 10% sometime it is there a little tricky, or if you're reading the question properly, then also you're not going to face. Main thing is mensuration is the formulas. Okay, फॉर्मूला आपको thoroughly याद होना चाहिए, अंडरस्टूड होना चाहिए क्या चीज है, क्या निकालना है. क्वेश्चन ऑब्वियसली वर्ड प्रॉब्लम्स तो समझ में नहीं है. ठीक है. नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चन आपको जस्ट ये होगा ना कि आपको फॉर्मूला पे वैल्यू पुट करनी है, बस फॉर्मूला लगाना कौन सा ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. Now do this one. The dimension of a cuboid are in the ratio. Now here exact dimensions are not given, they are in the ratio 1, 2 and 3. Okay, and its total surface area is given. Okay, now you have to find the dimensions of the cuboid. What is the formula of total surface area? Who is going to tell me total surface area formula? Anybody remembers total surface area formula?
Ma'am, is it 2 LB plus BH plus LL?
LB plus BH plus HL. Okay. Now this value, total surface area value is already given. Total surface 88. Okay, and length, breadth, height dimensions are there. Okay, so you can assume this that it is 1x, 1k, 2k, 3k. So cuboid are in the ratio 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 the LBH. Okay, I'm taking. Let the LB. Let length is equal to 1k, breadth is equal to 2k, and h is equal to 3k. Okay, so according to this, I'll be having is it 2k square plus b and h na 6k square plus 3k square. Okay, so 2k square will be a common, and this is 3 na. K square is equal to 4. So k will be equal to plus minus root 4, which is equal to 2. Okay. And since we are talking about dimensions, we are going to neglect the negative because dimensions cannot be in negative. Okay. So 2. Understood? Actually, 2 is your value of k. Sorry. You are finding out the dimensions now. So length will be 2 meter and breadth will be what? How much is there? 2k, na? 4 meter, and height will be 3k, 6 meter. Okay, or you can say the dimension are 2m, 4m and 6m, because maybe it is not mentioning you what is length, breadth and height. We have just assumed it that length is this, breadth is this, height is this. Any doubt in this? Arham, you have any doubt? A cuboid oil tin is 30, 40 and 50 centimeter. Okay, find the cost of the tin required for making 20 such tins. Okay, if the cost of tin sheet is rupees 20 per square meter, so how you are going to solve this? First tell me. Razan, will you tell me how you are going to solve this? Or Advika is going to tell me.
Ma'am, for this you have to use this. You have to find the volume.
And first we'll find the total surface area.
See, volume, when you are talking about the quantity, how much oil that cuboid will contain.
Yes, yes.
But here it is asking you tin. Okay.
A tin, so 60
sheet, tin की sheet use करके जो आपको बनाना होगा ना, वो use हो रहा है, ठीक है. So उसके लिए आपका surface area आएगा. Okay. And if you are making a tin, so the whole top to head, everything will be there. Whole cuboid will be there. Okay. So all the 6 spaces will be required. Yes or no? So you need to find out the total surface area. So total surface area of one tin you will be finding out, and then you are going to multiply it with 20 such tins. Okay. And if the cost of tin sheet is 20 per square meter, so we have already in square meter, when you are finding out surface area, total surface area, so the unit will be square unit. Okay, so you're going to just multiply with rupees 20 and then you will get the answer. Okay, I'm not wasting time for each and every calculation. Okay, you can see here. Okay, I have calculated the surface area of the tin, which is 9,400 centimeter square. Okay, this is the surface area, and surface area of 20 such tins. Obviously, we are going to multiply it with. Okay, and but okay. Here you have to see this 20 per square meter it is given. Okay, and our calculation is in centimeter. Okay, so either you are going to change this price in centimeter. You're not going to change the slide now. So you are going to change this value in meter. Okay, because the price of meter is given. Okay, in meter. So we are going to. Do you know the conversion table? How you are going to change the meter into centimeter? What value you are going to multiply or divide?
Yes, ma'am. 1 meter is 100 centimeters.
Okay. And this is the easiest table that you can remember, and it will help you throughout your life whenever conversion is there. Okay. Millimeter, centimeter, decimeter, meter, hectometer, no, decameter ना, decameter पहले आता है ना, millimeter, centimeter, decimeter,
Decameter comes before rectometer.
hectometer, kilometer. Okay, and this is the same table for if you are going for kgs. So milligram, centigram, decigram, gram, decagram, hectogram, and kilogram. Okay, whatever unit is okay. This six things are only there. Okay, so when you are changing from millimeter to for example मीटर से किलोमीटर चेंज करना है तो आपकी वैल्यू क्या होगी, कम हो जाएगी ना, वैल्यू कम होगी. That means you are going to divide. Whenever you are going to move from lower value to higher, you are going to divide. And whenever you are moving from higher value to lower value, you are going to multiply. Okay, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Okay, now what value you are going to multiply and by which value you are going to divide. Okay, so for every this value you are going with, for first you are going with 10. अगर सिर्फ किलोमीटर को हेक्टोमीटर में चेंज कर रहे हो तो आप 10 से डिवाइड करोगे, या हेक्टोमीटर को किलोमीटर से कर रहे हो तो 10 से मल्टीप्लाई करोगे. फिर डेसीमीटर को कर रहे हो तो 100 से, हर वैल्यू के लिए 100 जुड़ता जाएगा. अब किलोमीटर से जब मीटर में आओगे तो आप देखो 1 2 3 0 हो गया, सो दैट्स वाई 1000. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे आपको किससे चेंज करना है, सेंटीमीटर स्क्वायर को मीटर स्क्वायर में चेंज करना है. तो सेंटीमीटर से मीटर, व्हेन यू आर गोइंग सेंटीमीटर टू मीटर, सो वी आर गोइंग टू एक्चुअली डिवाइड बिकॉज सेंटीमीटर इज अ स्मॉलर वैल्यू एंड मीटर इज अ बिगर वैल्यू. एंड बाय व्हाट, इट विल बी 100. 2 zeros are there, 100. And since it is centimeter square to meter square, so it will be 100 square, which will be equal to, understood? Now, are you going to miss this conversion table? Okay, remember this table, it will help you. Okay, whatever, either it is in grams or meters, distance or weight. Okay, in everything it will be working. Okay, when you are going from smaller value to bigger, divide, from bigger to smaller, multiply, and with what value? With every place 0 will be there, a 0. Okay, so when if you are going for kilometer to kilometer to hectometer, 10, kilometer to decimeter, 100, kilometer to meter, 1000, kilometer to decimeter, 10,000, kilometer to centimeter. So how many zeros will be there? 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. And similarly, if you are going from kilometer to millimeter, all the 6 zeros, 1 2 3 4 5 6 zeros will be there. Understood? Any doubt in this? So we have converted the value here. Okay, and after converting we got 18.8 meter square. We know the price of per meter square sheet. Okay, so we are just going to multiply and we will get the cost of making 20 such tins. Okay, any doubt in this? Mary comes to decorate her Christmas tree. Okay, she wants to place the tree on a wooden box covered with colored paper with picture of Santa Claus on it. Okay, she must know the exact quantity of paper to buy for this purpose. If the box has length, breadth, and height as 80 centimeter, 40 centimeter, 20 centimeter respectively, then how many square sheets of paper of side 40 centimeter would she require? So how we are going to solve this? This box length, breadth, and height is what? 80 multiplied by 40 multiplied by 20. How many square sheets of paper of side 40 centimeters would she require? So first of all, we need to find the surface area, because when we are going to cover the your box, so the wrapping, if you are wrapping a square box, आप जब gift wrap करते हो तो आप उसकी surface से पूरा wrap करते हो ना, वो पूरा wrap हो जाना चाहिए. ठीक है, so we are going to find out the surface area of the box. So surface area we can easily find out since it's a cuboid, so it will be 2LB plus BH plus HL. Okay, we are going to find out, and what is the value here? I'm just directly using the value centimeter square. Okay, now dimension of the square sheet paper is what? How many square sheets of paper of side 40 centimeter? Okay, so 40 सेंटीमीटर जो पेपर उसने यूज किया है. ओके, सी whenever you are covering a gift wrapper, so it is not necessary na that one paper will be only used for covering the, if the gift is big then you require 2 sheets or 3 sheets also. Okay, so that is only it is asked in the question. If this is a dimension and the paper that she is using for your covering, that is a 40 centimeter square sheet. Okay, so how many these sheets will be required to cover this whole box? Okay, so now we need to find out the sheets is there. So area of the sheet. So area of sheet is what? Kitna? 40 na? So 40 into 40. So it will be 16 centimeter square. Okay, now we need to find out how many sheets will be required. Okay, so obviously if you have the means complete surface area and this is the surface area, this is the area of the sheet, so how many sheets, you just can divide this and you can get the value. Okay, yes, it will be 7. Okay, so 7 sheets of paper required. Okay, not rectangular box, cuboid box. Okay, understood. See, you'll get all the variety of questions. If you're doing all these questions, you'll get different sections of questions, so you're not going to face. Now, surface area of cube. Okay, this question you noted down as a homework. Okay, everybody, I'll ask you what is the answer in next class. Now, what will be the surface area of a cube? So when we are taking the cube, again you have 6 faces. Okay, and area of one face is what? Area of one face is A into A. Okay, and since there are 6 faces, so 6A into A, so 6A square. Okay, why? Because the all the 6 faces are square face, the area will be the same. Okay, so the TSA will be 6A square. Okay, Shazan, are you there? Your camera is off.
I'm here only.
LSA means only the 4 walls. Okay, so 4A square. Area of one wall will be A into A square. So 4 walls, 4A square. And what will be the diagonal? Again, you will be having A square plus A square plus A square. Okay, so A will be taken out and it will be 3 root 3A. Okay, very good.
In the exam, can they ask us like derivation of the formula?
Generally, they don't ask the derivation of the formula.
Okay.
Yeah, but means it's there that in cube and cuboid, you know that how many faces are there and you can write it. Okay, and very tough derivations are only generally asked. Okay, in cube and cuboid, they don't ask the derivation. Okay, they may ask in 1 marks question, describe your formulas or all that. Okay, but it is very less percentage or less chance, very less chance to that you be asking a derivation. Okay, sometime an unusual paper are there na, then only they can ask. Yeah, but your theorems will be asked. Okay, all the geometric theorems that you are having, it's not there that only the question will be asked based on the theorem. Theorems are also asked. Okay, they are equally likely to that you can have your, and sometimes what happen if you have a 6 marks paper, so generally what happens, you will be having a 2 questions in that. You have to derive the theorem, means you have to prove the theorem, and on that same theorem they will give you a small question also. So in that way 3 marks are divided and you'll have to solve the question. Okay, so this is also there. Okay, so theorems, you have to be very perfect in all the theorems, because any theorem can come. Okay, any theorem proof can come, and sometimes it happens that theorems and question, they are in a greater marks question, they joined and they'll give you. You'll have to prove the theorem, and on same theorem 1 question will be there. Okay, by using the above proof that you can prove this. Okay, this type of thing. In physics, if you have many type of derivations are there, that comes. Okay, so I think I have covered this. Just a minute. Anything I'm not missing now? Yeah. Okay. Now, if I'm asking you that we need to paint a room. Okay, if I'm asking you, we need to paint a room. It is a cubicle room. Okay, and I'm asking you, I need to paint the room. Okay, so how much paint will be required? Can you tell me? Think about it. First, think about it. You see around your room. You will be sitting in a room. See around. When you are painting, how many walls you will be using? How much? Okay. Why I'm asking this question? It is not. It may be having something. Shazan, how many walls are painted around you?
I'm 6. I'm 5. And
So
1 ceiling and 4 walls.
yes, so when it is asked you how much paint is required, you're not going to count the floor. Okay. So sometimes this type of question can come. So you have to see, okay, that a little thing is there, okay, that floor will not be painted. The 4 walls will be painted and the ceiling will be painted. Okay. So you have to mention this and you have to accordingly, what you are going to do, you are going to find out the lateral surface area and you are going to add the ceiling in that. Okay, what length into breadth. Understood? Now just do these questions and then we can move. Now the total surface area of a cube is 486 centimeters square. Okay, find its lateral surface area and diagonal of the cube. So you can find out easily, yes or no, because total surface area is given, TSA of a cube is given, so TSA is what? 6a square. Yes or no? 6a square. And what it is? 486 is equal to 6a square. Okay. So a will be equal to root 486 divided by 6. Okay. So from here you are going to find out the value of a. You'll just take the positive value. Okay. Only positive because your distance we are talking, and then you can easily find out lateral surface area. LSA is equal to 4a square. Okay. And diagonal, if you have find out the value of a, so you can find out the diagonal also. Diagonal is what? A root 3. Understood? Any doubt? I'm not calculating, but I have explained you the main thing. The exact calculation I'm not doing. Okay. From here, you're going to find out the value of a, and then you're going to keep the value of a here, and then you'll get the answer. And that same a, you are going to put it here in this formula and get the answer. Okay. Because mensuration is about your calculation and formulas. Now, Hamid has built a cubical water tank with lid for his house with each outer edge 1.5 meter long. Okay. He gets the outer surface of the tank, excluding the base, covered with square tiles. See, it is already mentioned in your question that he has excluded the base. Okay. So accordingly, you are going to find out. He gets the outer surface of the tank, excluding the base, covered with square tiles of side 25 centimeter. Now he's covering the whole water tank with a 25 centimeter tiles. Okay. For example, you must have seen tiles in your house or space area. We generally fix the tiles. So tiles have their own dimension, and you have the dimension of your wall also. Okay. So what you are going to find out? You are going to find out the lateral surface area since your base is not included. So lateral surface area, you are going to find out surface area of the tank. Okay. And then you are going to divide with the area of a tiles, like previously in that Christmas question we have done. Okay. So you will get the how many tiles are used. Okay. With total surface area, your unitary method, in fact, you can say. Total आप निकाल के उसमें 1 का divide करोगे तो आपको number of tiles पता चल जाएगा. And if you know the number of tiles, so if the cost of the tile is 360 per dozen, now it is here, see 360 per dozen. So मान लो कि आपका 60 आया, 60 टाइल्स आपकी यूज होगी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई एम टेलिंग यू 60 टाइल्स यूज होगी, तो पर डजन एक डजन में कितना होता है? 12 होता है. तो फिर इसको डिवाइड करोगे 12 से. ओके. 12 से डिवाइड करने के बाद जो आंसर आएगा ना आपका, इसको आप मल्टीप्लाई करोगे प्राइस से 360 रुपीज, क्योंकि पर डजन का प्राइस दिया हुआ है. पर डजन का दाम दिया हुआ है 360 रुपीज. ओके. अंडरस्टूड? हैव यू अंडरस्टूड और नॉट? और शैल आई डू द कंप्लीट क्वेश्चन?
Yes, ma'am.
Advika, Arham?
No, ma'am, I understood.
Okay. So first of all, what you are going to do, you are going to find out for number of tiles, you need to find out the area in which we are placing the tiles. Okay. So the surface area of the tank we are going to find out, and then we are going to divide it with the area of one tile to get the number of tiles, 180. And since the price of dozen is there, so dozen is means 12. So we are going to divide this 180 by 12. And then in fact, you can do like this. Cost of 12 tiles is equal to 360. Okay. Cost of 12 tiles is given 360 now. So we have divided this price with, and you have got the price of 1, and then you can multiply it. Now comes the volume. Now volume is how much, you can say how much quantity can be filled in that. Okay. In a cube, in a cuboid. Understood? So, okay. So volume of a cuboid क्या होता है? Length, breadth, height. Okay. It is length, breadth and height. Understood? Or you can say the base area into height also. Okay. Now I'm just telling you volume of cuboid is equal to length into breadth into height, and volume of cube. What is that? Volume of cube is equal to A cube. Okay, A into A, so A cube. Okay, now the questions are here. Cuboidal water tank is 4 meter long. Okay, wide, long, wide, and 8 meter deep. 5 meter wide. Does it 5 meter wide? Okay, 5 meter wide. So cuboidal tank is what? It is 4 meter long, 5 meter wide, 8 meter deep. How many liters of water can it hold? Simply you need to find out the volume. How much water it can hold means कितना पानी वो contain कर सकता है अपने. Volume, that means length into breadth into height. You just need to put the volume of on the value and find out the answer. Okay. Now how many liters? You have got the value in 160 meter cube. ओके मीटर क्यूब में आएगा क्योंकि आपकी मेजरमेंट जो है वो मीटर में, और हमें लीटर ऑफ वाटर निकालना है. सो क्वांटिटी ऑफ वाटर को हमें चेंज करना पड़ेगा लीटर में, एंड 1 meter cube will be equal to 1000 liter. Okay, so you're just going to multiply to get the liters. Now everybody look at the last question and tell me the area of 3 adjacent faces of a cuboid are x, y and z. Okay, if its volume is V, then find its volume. How you're going to do this question? Dimension of a cuboid. The area of 3 adjacent faces of a cuboid are. Area जो आपके 3 adjacent faces हैं, that is x, y and z. Okay, and volume is V. Then find its volume. See, dimension आप मान लो cuboid का. Let dimension of cuboid क्या होता है? लेंथ, ब्रेथ एंड हाइट हमने मान लिया. ठीक है. सो 3 एडजेसेंट फेसेस का एरिया क्या होगा? एक्स का आप क्या ले लोगे? एल बी, वाई, बी एच. आप 3 फेसेस आसपास देखो, क्या होगा? ये एच एल. ओके, 3 एडजेसेंट फेसेस मतलब एक दूसरे से टच फेसेस. ये और ये वाला फेस हो जाएगा. ठीक है. नाउ वॉल्यूम ऑफ अ क्यूब क्या है? वॉल्यूम ऑफ दिस क्यूब will be equal to V, that is given. और volume होता क्या है? Length into breadth into height. Yes or no? If volume of V, then find its volume. If its volume is V, the area of 3 adjacent faces of a cuboid are x, y and z. If its volume is V, then find its volume. अगर स्क्वायर करो आप दोनों साइड को तो देखो L स्क्वायर, B स्क्वायर, H स्क्वायर हो गया. अब L स्क्वायर का आप लिख सकते हो. देखो L B है, बी एच है, एच एल. अगर इन तीनों को एक साथ लिखोगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? एल बी इंटू बी एच इंटू एच एल. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे 2 बार बी है, 2 बार एच है, 2 बार एल है ना. सो एल स्क्वायर, बी स्क्वायर, एच स्क्वायर हो जाएगा. ओके, सो अब हमको भी इसको भी उसी पार्ट में कर देंगे. एल बी, बी एच, एच एल. ओके, सो यू कैन राइट इट इन एक्स, वाई and z. Okay, so it will be V square will be this, so V will be equal to root x y z. Understood? आपको x y z के फॉर्म में V की वैल्यू लानी थी. ठीक है. सो इस तरह से कभी कभी थोड़ा सा आपको सोचना होगा, जैसे कि यहाँ पे x y z दिया हुआ था और आपकी वॉल्यूम L B H थी. ठीक है. सो अब x y z के फॉर्म में लाना है तो क्या करें? ठीक है. सो सिंस इन तीनों को मल्टीप्लाई करने पे हमारी वैल्यू आ रही थी. Understood this question? Any doubt in this question? Any doubt? Okay, at home you can just go through this and think about it if you have any doubt. Okay, now you can do your assignment, and after that we will see, or 2 questions are only remaining. Okay, that we'll see in the next class. Okay, so I'm stop sharing. You can do your assignment. Okay,